Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Awino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. Now, please, you can just confirm with me. A lot of people have been talking about sound, saying that they can't hear me very clearly. I'm very sorry, my sound engineer have not been around. I called him. I contacted him yesterday immediately after getting your complaints, and he told me that he's a bit busy. He was somewhere, so you can't do these things, you can't do all these things by yourself. You also have to be helped. You can't know everything, so I don't know. I don't know. You can confirm with me whether the sound is okay. I tried my level best at least to touch 1, 2, 3 things to see if at least I can, because I've been watching him doing it. So I say that okay, because a lot of people are complaining and he's busy, let me try my best. Maybe I can see, maybe I can really help myself by adjusting 1, 2, 3 things. But you can confirm with me whether the sound is okay, or if it's not okay, I'm still waiting for him. He might come either today or tomorrow to check the sound for me. But please, you can just confirm with me how the sound is right now. If it's different from yesterday, you can also tell me that. But if it's still the same as yesterday, then I'll still call him. I'll wait for him. If he comes, we'll check on it. Now let me go back direct to my discussion. But if you're meeting for the first time, please don't forget to take a minute, click the subscribe button. You can also like, share, and drop me a comment in the comment section and tell me what you think and where you're watching these videos from. And just a reminder, just the way I normally say that for you to join any family, that is the only thing and the best thing that you can do. And thank you very much for those who have been giving me your support, because without your support, this channel cannot grow and it cannot be where it is as now. Now, back to our discussion. I've got 2 things to talk about. The first one I want us to talk about this issue of Raila Odinga becoming the chairman of African Union and the challenges that are in it. We know very well that next week, for those who do not know, next week there will be the candidates debate, whereby, of course, we know very well that when either the president or when someone wants to be elected, more so in these high positions, there must be that debate. So next week there will be a debate between Raila Odinga together with the other candidates, and we know very well that there is only one candidate that is giving Raila Odinga pressure. That is the Djibouti candidate. That is Yusuf, Mohamed Yusuf. That candidate is really giving Raila Odinga pressure. Now, I want us to look at something here. In this continent of Africa, we have got 54 countries, if I'm not wrong. We have 54 countries, and among these 54 countries, we have got 2 categories. We have got the Anglophone and we have got Francophone. Now, the Francophone countries are those countries that speak French, and the Francophone countries are around 26. Those are countries that specifically they speak French, and also they're also Muslims. Are you seeing? Because we know very well that most of the countries that speak French or Arabs are Muslims. So we have got a total of 26, if I'm not wrong, a total of 26 Francophone countries. And among these Francophone countries, that is now where we have got the Djibouti. Now the Djibouti candidates, if now we are going to say that now people are going to vote like the 2 categories, the Djibouti candidate has got he already has 26 votes. That is, if all these countries, the Francophone countries, that will vote for him. And then now the second category, we have got the Anglophone. The Anglophone is the countries that speaks English. Now, among these Anglophone countries, that is now where we have got East Africa. We have got, that is now where we have got Kenya, we have got Uganda, Tanzania, Malawi, we have got Nigeria, we have got Ghana, Zambia, Zimbabwe, all those countries. We have got South Africa, all those countries. We have got DRC, Congo. Are you seeing Egypt? Now, those are, but Egypt balances. But now my point is this. Now, the Anglophone countries are 24. The Francophone, I've got a total of 26. And then someone was arguing, saying that the Francophone has got 29. That one now 29 plus 24, that one still brings to 53. We're still remaining with one country. But I did my research and discovered that the Francophone countries are 26. Maybe if someone can also do his research, can also tell me in the comment section. But one thing I know is that the Francophone countries are 26, and then the Anglophone countries are 24. Now, the Anglophone countries, that is now where we have got Raila Odinga from Kenya. The 24 countries now where we have got Kenya. Now, I want us to look at this thing in this way. In as much as we might say that Raila has got a challenge of the Francophone countries being the Muslims voting Raila Odinga and leaving their own is going to be a challenge, we also have to look at it this way, that in a race we must have a winner and we must have a loser. Now, what is it that can make Raila Odinga lose this position? Let me say this clear. I'm not either supporting Raila Odinga or maybe saying anything negative about it, but I just want us to look at it in this way, that what is going to happen if at all Raila Odinga wins this election, or what is going to happen if at all Raila Odinga loses this election? What is there for him? If Raila wins this election, I think it will be very easy. It is going to give him a paveway of maybe to lead Africa, to take maybe Africa to the next level, just the same way these presidents that are supporting him are expecting. A lot of them are expecting that Raila Odinga is the best candidate that is going to take Africa to the next level, because he's a Pan-Africanism. So he understands a lot of things that are happening in Africa more than any other person. And then other people are also saying that, being that the Djibouti candidate, that is Yusuf Muhammad, is younger, is young, and he's energetic, he's smart, he has been a foreign affairs minister for a very long time. He also understands a lot of things that are happening in the country. But we also have to know that at one point Raila Odinga was a leader. I don't know the position that he was holding in Africa. He was holding a certain position in Africa. This guy was just a foreign affairs minister of Djibouti. So when you try to look at it in a different angle, you'll come to realize that, okay, Raila has got a lot of knowledge in Africa more than this guy. I know this thing is coming at a point whereby, Raila has been a betrayer. He betrayed the Gen Zs. He betrayed Kenya and the Gen Zs. That is why even Kenyans are pressurizing, saying that Raila should not win this election. That Raila should not be the next African African Union chairperson. That is the argument, that Raila is a betrayer. He betrayed Kenyans. He betrayed the Gen Zs, and he made the Kenyans look like fools during the Gen Zs demonstration. And therefore, Raila should not hold any position. Now, I want us to look at this thing in different way, just the same way the way I've said. That in as much as maybe we are arguing, in as much as maybe we would argue that Raila should not win this election, we are not going to vote. That is the fact. The fact is that we are not going to vote. But even though we are not going to vote, okay, our say as Kenyans might have power, might have influence. That is why Ali Hassan Joho was complaining about the internet. Internet never lies, and internet has got power. It might influence other presidents. But one thing I know is that a president is someone who is mature, who understands what he does. He cannot be influenced by things, and then these people are not going to vote with emotions. That is another thing that we also have to understand, that this African Union election is not going to be voted by president with emotions. They're not going to vote, okay, according to them. Like, let's say, for instance, a Nigerian president, what has Raila done to him negatively that maybe might lead him not to vote for Raila? South African president, Tanzanian president, what has Raila done to him negatively, that might make them feel like this candidate is not fit enough? Maybe we can talk about qualifications, maybe the way they express themselves during the interview. That is one of the debate. Maybe that is one of the things that maybe they might look at. But according to me, I don't think that our pressure might influence these presidents during the election. Because, okay, they're not going to elect, just the same way I've said, that they're not going to do these elections with emotions. They're not going to do this thing with emotion that, oh, Raila is doing this and this, so that is why we should not vote him in. They're not going to do that. But that is just my thought. That is just my point of view. I think that is just the way I'm thinking that it's going to happen. We have the Francophone and the Anglophone. Those are the people that are going to vote. Both the French speaking the countries that are French speaking, and the English that are the Anglophone, the English speaking countries. Of course, what I know is that we might also Raila might get votes from the francophone francophone countries, and the Yusuf also might get votes from the anglophone. All these things are might happen. You cannot trust these things. The way you expect them to happen, maybe they might not happen like that. So after all, guys, the second story is about William Ruto, but I'll talk about that in the next video. I feel like this video, let it be specifically for this issue of Raila Odinga's AU position bid. Also had Kituse talking about it. He was also saying that Raila Odinga is going to fail the African Union chairperson simply because of 1, 2, 3. In fact, that is why I also went and dug deep onto this. After all, guys, that is just my thought. Let me also know what you think at the comment section. But just a reminder, please, if you're winning for the first time, don't forget to take a minute, click the subscribe button. You can also like, share, do me a comment at the comment section and tell me what you think and where you're watching this video from. Until we meet again in the next video, if it is possible, I have been your host, Boniface Awino. Bye-bye.